Ooh, peace, God. Oh, bless. All right, so I was planning maybe to post this tomorrow, but it seems that was the time. So this video is about my experience at Woodstock 2021, August in upstate New York. Now, this is the, or firstly, like me, I'm striving on the fruit and the raw vegan path, right? So I'm mainly trying to focus on eating like raw fruits and raw vegetables in like their natural state, right? And Woodstock Fruit Festival is the largest gathering of raw and fruit based people on the planet, right? And it's like 500 plus people, I believe, there. So in 2020, Woodstock didn't happen because of the whole COVID thing, right? So I went to this smaller event called Product Raw, right? Literally the highest point of my existence. Like at the end, like I was crying like tears of joy for like a straight like 20, 30 minutes, right? Because I was in like a group of people and they were all hugging me. Beautiful, like yoga, sound healing, meditation, like all the healthy and spiritual activities was there, right? And then I remember my friend Jenna, she was saying, she asked me if I went to like Woodstock or not yet. I was like, oh no, not yet. She was like, I could tell because like if you're like so excited about this, Woodstock is like this, but like times 10. So she told me that the best experience of my life, there was a time 10 to that. So I was just uber excited to go to Woodstock because one of the first people who I saw on this food journey was like Ted Carr. And then once you get into the raw space, there was like a lot of other influencers and they all speak about Woodstock, right? So I was super excited to go, right? Um I didn't really I should have budgeted a bit earlier for it because it was like a literally like a month before, right? And I'm like, oh, it's like 1,000 a pop, and then I had to like legit like a whole check just went towards it. But anyway, I was planning. I'm in Philly now, and I was planning to. I was wondering how I would get there, right? Because my car is like messed up at the moment, so I was like, how am I going to get to like New York? So then some people was like, oh, you could take like the bus. But I'm like, man, I don't want to take no bus to Woodstock. Like, what is that? So then I posted on the Facebook, the Woodstock Facebook group, right? And then this other woman, she was in like Delaware, which is close to Philly. She was like, "Oh, I'm going to Woodstock. We could go together, right?" So I'm uber excited, man. I got my tent ready, got my clothes ready. It's like a camping type thing, right? So I just bought the basic necessities, basically, right? And then um, Chelsea, that's her name. If you're watching this, Chelsea, shout out to you. But yeah, she picked me up. She had her daughter, her daughter's there as well, and it's like instantly, it was like the vibe was like immaculate. Even before I went to Woodstock, the vibe was like immaculate, right? Because she was just like so like vibrant, like just so happy, right? And then it was also with this other woman. Her name by like is missing me now. But it was basically me, Chelsea, her two daughters, and this other woman in like the car. So then it was like I think like probably 3 or 4 hour drive there, right? So then I'm really gonna tell the whole story. Fuck it. So then we like got there, right? But then we got I believe either we got there, what was the issue? I think we got there a bit early, or we got into like the entrance that wasn't. I think we got there like a bit early. I feel like that was the main thing. Yeah, but regardless, we still found. I'm so sorry. I forgot the other woman's name. Well, yeah, we helped her find like a place as well because she was planning to get this motel outside of like Woodstock, but then like she ended up getting like the ones in Woodstock. So basically, how the whole campus is set up, it's like huge. First of all, right? So there is a basketball court, a tennis court, I believe, a high rope thing, a go kart thing. There's a dining hall. There's multiple houses. There's multiple cabins. There's like if you're an active person, there's like everything there. There's like a gymnasium, and it was just like so it was so beautiful. But anyway, I got there, right? And as soon as I got there, I started to meet people that I saw like last year at like Pranic Raw. So it was like I already knew like a few of the people there. So I was uber excited. So then beautiful thing, Chelsea's like daughters, right? They got like really attached to me on the way, right? Right? Cause like I guess like and also with like younger like women I'm seeing, like regardless, I feel like in general, people are always seeking like a stable like force or a stable like masculine force in general. So she was like, oh, could you please stay next to our tent, whatever? Because plus they didn't know anyone there. So I'm like, all right, bet I'll like stay next to the tent. So we set up our tent next to each other, which was like lit. And then I remember, so there's events every single day, right? Like, there's talks, events, classes, like showcase, like there's something happening every single day. So I was telling my friend Jeremy, like one of the first people who like started me on like this food journey. I was like, bro, I'm gonna go to like every single event, every single talk. I'm gonna take all these notes. He was like, bro, you're not even gonna be able to do that, bro. I'm like, nah, bro, I got it, right? So then they had this itinerary for the whole event, right? So legit, like I looked at the itinerary the first day, right? The second day, it was over. Like I didn't even go to like half of the events. I can't even hold you because like every single person was like an event or like a showcase or like a class in themselves. Because everyone had like a deep insight, a deep experience, and like everybody was just so like attractive. Like it's like they were like so. And I find it like with people in this lifestyle, they're just so like I don't know how to explain it. Their energy is different. It's like you like talk. It's like you're as soon as you get in the orc field, it's like you're soaked in. And I was like, bro, it's like. And it's like they had dances every night too. Like that was lit as heck. They was playing like EDM music and like different types of music. One day we had like a Darien party. They had all these like Darien out, and then we were dancing after that. And it's like I just loved entering people's like worlds, you know, just seeing how different people act, how different people eat, like what they do, like what they think. And it's like it was just so cool to like expand my network and just tap into like different worlds. And also, I believe it was the first or second night, I was racing Grant Bigford, right? I believe that's his IG tag. And then I had to race him for like a Darien, and then I won the Darien, and I felt like so accomplished for that. They also was having talent shows every single day, and it's like every day is like it's like from the moment you wake up to the time you go to sleep at night, it's like there's always just like a magnetic pull everywhere. Like, but it's like it feels good because you generally like love and vibe everybody. The food was like dope as well. They had fruit. No, how was it set up again? Yeah, they had like a 2 or 3 meal thing. Like at like the dining hall, they would just set up like a buffet type thing. So they had like salads and like fruits, and like on like specialty days they had like certain specific salads or fruits. Like with the I know I had like the salad bar. They had like different types of like sauces every day, and it was cool because I went there. So there's two ways you could go. Either you go as like a volunteer, where I believe you just help in the kitchen, and then you like go there for like free, or you like pay like 1,000 or like I believe like 1,000 for like just the tent. That's what I got, or like around 2,000 for like an actual cabin, right? Since it was my first time, and I don't like going by other people's time. I wanted to have like a full experience. I just went as a attendee, so I paid like 1,000, right? And then even though I paid the attendee thing, I still wanted to have like the general volunteer vibe. So I remember like a day or two, I was back in the kitchen because like my friends needed like help back there, and it was cool just like doing that as well. I don't think I'm gonna ever go as a volunteer because like it's cool because you go there for free, but then they chop out like I believe it's 6 or 4 hours out of your day just doing like work, and it's cool because everybody is vibing. They have like music in the kitchen, you're chilling, you're vibing. But I'd rather just like go by my own time, you know. Like this is even outside of Woodstock, but in my own life, I just don't look like going by other people's times. One of my favorite experiences, I remember Mike Arnstein, right, the guy who like kind of created the whole event. One day I was just like at this bonfire with like Chelsea, just like chilling out, right. And then her daughter, right, got Mike Arnstein, the organizer of the festival. I don't know how she did this, right? Milan. I don't know how Milan did this. She got Mike Arnstein, the creator of the festival, to drop all the way up to the camping area, because it's like a hill, right? Drop all the way up to like the field area, pick me and her mom, Chelsea, up, and then drive us all the way back down to the tent. And I was like, what? Yo, Milan, if you're watching this, shout out to you. Like, she was like a social butterfly. I remember when she first got there, she's like, oh, what am I gonna eat? All these vegan people, da, 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 da. As soon as she got there, she is in the back talking to like the like organizers, she's doing this and that. I'm just like, wow, it's amazing the amount of like pull or like strength that beings could have even at like a really, really young age. What else? I'm trying to think of like the highlights. Data point. I remember my friend Anne, she was like having a transcendental experience on some sacred medicine, as you would call it. And then like I was just holding space for her like the whole time, and then we would like party together. It's cool just going somewhere with somebody, and then like you go to the event with them and you leave the event with them. Like we would go to like a dance, and then we'd just like leave and go back and like walk around. So that was cool. I remember, yo, they almost drowned me, bro. They literally they legit almost drowned me. So they have this water park joint too, right? And then they was like, oh yeah, let's go to the end, because at the end there's like this sled and like this bouncy thing, right? So then I put on like the what's it called, like the water safety vest joint, and like no, I can't swim. First of all, let's know that I can't swim. So then all right, I'm gonna just go like float to the side with this like little life vest joint, right? And then I'll go over there, right? So as soon as I got in, like the struggle to even get to the other side, bro. Oh my god! Like I feel like swimming looks pretty, but the amount of strength it takes to like do all that paddle stuff is like ridiculous, bro. Like I was already out of breath just getting to like the first stage and the second stage, but then we got to the other side, right? Like they have this trampoline thing, right? So everyone is hopping off the trampoline, splashing in the water, having fun. So I'm like, oh, why don't I do that, right? So I hop on the trampoline, right? Splash in the water, and then for like a good 30 seconds, I couldn't breathe because I had water in like inside, and I'm just like, I was so irritated, so angry, so disappointed. I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? I know I can't swim. I know I'm not no professional swimmer. And I'm out here trying to dive off the fucking water and like drown myself. Anyway, after that I was done. After that, I did legit. After that, I never even went back to the water. And it was like what, like 5, 6, 7 day. I believe like a 7-day event, right? It's like the whole thing. And I'm like, I never went back. They also had like mud baths from like the Black Sea. So we would just like get the soil from the Black Sea, put it on us. What else? There was so much that happened. I should have wrote notes, but this is all just like genuine off the top. A lot of other profound things happen. They had a lot of workshops and like how to make like raw stuff as well. Shout out to like Chef Ocean. He was like holding like these immaculate like workshops, and it was crazy because it's like shout out to Ronnie Smith as well. He has this actually you really should listen to it. It's called the Love Fruit Podcast. Ronnie Smith, the UK fruit fest, and he's interviewed like hundreds of like raw and fruit based people. So then I listened to like Chef Ocean on this podcast, and now I met him in real life, and I'm like, oh my god, his story is so cool. Just like meeting people who you like respect and admire in like the flesh and getting a chance to talk to them is beautiful. But also there was so much different people I wanted to talk to that I couldn't even talk to everybody, if you understand what I meant. And the other thing about Woodstock, it kind of created like this whole network. Even after Woodstock, it was kind of like the Woodstock, and it's like, how to explain it? It's like we all took the Woodstock energy with us into like our normal lives. And like this is like around the time when like the whole COVID thing was happening too. So everyone else was scared, but we was just like chilling. You feel me? Like they said that they were going to like mandate the mask. Like I didn't even see one person when I had a mask here, but everything was cool. Well, actually, I believe like a few people got COVID, and it's weird because I was with those people, but I'm like, I was still chilling more or less. I would say on the second or third day. So me, I'm a fairly simple person. I don't really like my salads and my fruit to be complex. But like at Woodstock, they had a lot of stuff. So I'm like, all right, let me get a salad with like all the different condiments, right? And then like the next day, my throat was hurting because I feel like if your body isn't adjusted to like certain levels of complexity, if you're doing that, then it's kind of like you can't fully adjust to it. Yeah, every morning I would do my like breath work and meditate. Shout out to Chelsea, shout out to Chelsea. I love you. But her tent was right next to mine, right? So every day we would like wake up, meditate, breath work, eye gaze, and then after that we would like go down and eat and like meet everybody. But like starting the day like that is literally how I want to start like all my days. Like I already do it by myself, but doing it with someone else is like, whoa. It's like you start off the day like centering yourself and like building like trust and like intimacy and this like a comfort, and it's like was so beautiful. So bro, eye gazing and breathwork is the path. Like I speak about fruit a lot, and I'm gonna keep speaking about fruit, but breathwork and eye gazing are the path. Like, and even my other friends, I was eye gazing like a lot of my friends there as well, just like the spur of the moment type vibe, and it was like so cool because it's such a simple thing, but it's such a intimate thing. And it almost gets like psychedelic if you do it for really long. But yeah, I really like eye gazing, and I really like breathwork. Like doing it there made me respect it a lot more. There was like a lot of cool like characters there, a lot of cool people, so much talent, so much skill. They also had this like dating thing, which was funny as like they had all like the young people. That shit was funny. They had this dating thing where all the people came, right? And then I forgot how it said. You basically would get like a card and play like bingo, but like You have to sign someone else's cards, and after that, they had this thing where like for a portion, like the men would just like stand there by like age or height, and then like a group of women would come to talk to the bed, and it was actually like really cute. It's like it's interesting because I always before Woodstock, I'm saying like, yo, I'm probably going to find my wife at Woodstock. I probably will, but while I was at Woodstock, I don't know. It's just like how to explain it. It was just like too much, if that makes sense. It was like so much people that were so appealing that you like. It's almost like you're paralyzed by options. But I told myself I would keep censored to myself because if they all right. So last year I was also like celebrating like sober for 100 years. So I told myself I would not like do anything overboard because I could have easily done it. Like the tents are like living right next like next to each other. You could easily just like, hey, how are you doing? Just like easily vibe out with anybody. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna stay. There was a point. It's funny because this story is like I haven't even told this to my friends, but there was a point. I was very tempted by one of my friends, and it's funny because it's like after that, like I got to actually like fulfill the temptation more or less. But it was cool to see how everyone like, and oh, also, bro, the parties they was getting. It was having fun, bro. That was having fun, like the pinnacle of fun, like all the pleasure and fun you could think of. I remember one of my friends. I'm not gonna say no names. But one of my friends, she was like, her and her guy were just in the corner, and then they were just like, well, it's more than grinding. They were more so having like dry sex, more or less, like on the dance floor. And then the woman would like take off their tops because it's just like a free environment, and it's cool that honestly, it's even cool that they feel safe enough to do that for real, because in no other environment, if you a woman at a normal club, if she just like took her top off and was dancing, it probably wouldn't be the best energy. But at Woodstock, it's like a level of like safety where they know that no one would do no like absurdly like weird shit. So like the women felt like a lot more comfortable with themselves, which was beautiful. What else? There were like sacred medicines passing around, of course, and it was cool because I got to like facilitate not facilitate but like give like good like energy to a few of my friends who were tapping in. I got to share my Darien, which was lit. They had like face painting. They had like, oh my god, they had tie-dye. I got this face mask and I got like a shirt from there. What else? They had so much, bro. It's like even this video, what is this, like 17 minutes now? Even this video would not fully encompass it. But I'm saying, bro, if you're breathing, go to Woodstock. I don't care what diet, what nation, what race, what tax bracket. I don't care, bro. Go to Woodstock. I guarantee it will shift your entire paradigm twice, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times just by like being there. In my whole life, I've never been around a group of people that was so loving and so open. I never felt so seen. I never felt so loved. I never felt so comfortable. I never felt so like. It was a beautiful experience, bro. Like I'm just saying, at the bottom, like love to all the organizers, love to all the people who were there, love to all my friends. And it's like I'm legit. My kids are going to Woodstock every year. Like Woodstock is a staple in my life. Like it's like there's work, there's family, there's friends, there's investments, there's like state, like there's all this other stuff in life. But Woodstock is like a pinnacle. You feel me? It's like picture like a pole in like the water, right? Like it's a wavy. Everything else in life is wavy, right? But then Woodstock is like just like every year. Like I already took my time off. I'm like, yo, miss, this whole week I'm not gonna be here. I'm not gonna be here, miss. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it in August. I still got to buy the ticket. And the other thing about the ticket I learned, if you pay for it, like right after Woodstock ends is the perfect time to buy the ticket for next year. So like this year, I'm gonna try and save up a bit more to probably buy it for like next year and the year after that. And it's just like, I'm just so excited. I'm just so grateful to even be in this lifestyle, bro. Because like majority of the planet, like a lot of human beings, they're just eating things that really like keep them stagnant and keep them stuck. So it's beautiful to be around a group of people who like all value health, who all value like love, who all value communication. And it was beautiful because it was just all different backgrounds. You feel me? It was just like people from every part of the world, like Europe, Canada, Mexico, black, white, yeah, like whatever. There was like a whole ton of people there. So like I definitely I enjoyed it. I loved it. And yeah, I'm excited to go again, bro. I'm excited. Like, and I want to see at my 70th fucking Christ 70th birthday. I want to see how is it then. And I'm also excited to go to all the other fruit fests around the world. Yo, shout out to Ronnie Smith, yo. I gotta keep saying that. Shout out to Ronnie Smith because he go listen to his podcast, bro. Like, out of all the fruit and raw-based people I know, I feel like he's traveled to the most like fruit fests around the world that I know, and he's interviewed the most raw vegans out of anybody I know. Like, he's like a fruitarian historian. You feel me? And his work is very important. It's very needed. I have to listen to his podcast and stuff again. But one of my life goals is to travel to all the fruit fests in the world as much as I can. And like I gotta actually still like DM or like video chatting or whatever. But I have yeah, shout out to Ronnie. There's a whole list of people I could shout out, man. Shout out to Jeremy and Kim. I definitely gotta give a shout out to Jeremy and Kim and Alice because in Philly, being on this fruit journey, they were I was just doing it myself, you feel me? Like, I was just like, oh, I saw this one video, like, cause I was vegan, I thought, oh, this is like the pinnacle, I'm healthy, da da da. And then I saw this video online that's like, what I eat in a day as a fruitarian by Sweet Natural Living. And I'm like, what the fuck is a fruitarian? And then he was just eating mangoes. I'm like, yo, that's lit. And then like Kim and Jamie were the first people in Philly who I like connected with, who were on this raw and fruit journey as well. And, like, they definitely did give me like a lot of inspiration and like wisdom. So I probably will put the tags under or whatever. But yeah, just love to everyone that was there, and I hope to see you there. And if you do, just give me a big hug, give me a big handshake, and hope you enjoy your day, hope you enjoy your week, hope you enjoy your month, your year, your life. I love you, and auspicious energy. Peace.